Hello, my loves. I'm Venus Morrigan, and today we're going to talk about something that is often misunderstood, rarely discussed openly, and yet affects many people. When does masturbation stop being a normal, healthy part of life and become something that takes control over you? Is there a line between self-exploration and addiction? And if so, how do you know when you've crossed it? Before we begin, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support allows us to continue these deep, meaningful conversations that break down taboos, clear up confusion, and give you a real, honest understanding of your own body, mind, and desires. Now, let's explore the delicate balance between healthy sexual expression and compulsive behavior. Masturbation is a completely natural and normal human activity. It is a way to relieve stress, explore pleasure, and even improve sleep. Science has shown that regular masturbation can help with sexual health, circulation, and even mood regulation by releasing endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin, which are chemicals that promote relaxation and well-being. But just like anything in life, whether it's food, exercise, or even social media, when something is done excessively or compulsively, it can start to create negative effects instead of positive ones. And this is where the conversation around masturbation addiction begins. So, when does masturbation stop being healthy and start becoming a problem? The first thing to understand is that it's not about how often you do it. It's about the impact it has on your life. Some people masturbate daily and experience no negative consequences, while others may struggle with compulsive behavior even if they do it less frequently. The key isn't the number of times, it's whether or not it interferes with your relationships, your emotions, and your ability to function in daily life. One of the biggest signs of compulsive masturbation is loss of control. If you feel like you want to stop or reduce how often you do it, but you find yourself unable to, it could be a sign that the behavior is no longer a conscious choice but a compulsion. Some people describe feeling a strong urge to masturbate even when they don't actually desire it, simply out of habit, stress, or an emotional trigger. And that brings us to the second major sign, masturbation interfering with real-life intimacy and relationships. If you find that you prefer masturbation over sex with a partner, or that your sexual interactions with others feel less exciting compared to solo stimulation, it may be an indication that your brain has been conditioned to respond more to artificial stimuli than to real-life connection. This is especially common in cases where excessive pornography use is involved, as the constant exposure to highly stimulating, fast-changing visuals can train the brain to expect unrealistic levels of excitement that real intimacy cannot always replicate. Another sign that masturbation has become a problem is when it affects your mental and emotional health. Do you feel guilty or ashamed afterward? Do you use it as an escape from stress, anxiety, boredom, or emotional pain? Many people fall into a pattern where masturbation becomes a way to self-soothe rather than something enjoyable. When it stops feeling like a pleasurable experience and starts feeling like a coping mechanism, it's time to take a step back and ask whether the habit is truly serving you. And then there's the physical side. If masturbation leads to persistent soreness, fatigue, or even erection difficulties, it's a sign that your body is not getting enough recovery time. Excessive stimulation can cause temporary desensitization, making it harder to feel pleasure during actual intimacy. Some men also report a phenomenon known as porn-induced erectile dysfunction, PIDE, where excessive porn use and masturbation dull their natural response to arousal, making it difficult to achieve or maintain erections in real-life situations. But if you recognize yourself in some of these signs, don't worry, you are not alone, and there is always a way to regain balance. The first step is to become aware of your patterns. Ask yourself, am I in control, or do I feel controlled by this habit? If masturbation has become a compulsive escape, finding healthier coping mechanisms for stress and emotions can help break the cycle. Engaging in exercise, meditation, deep breathing, or creative activities can give your mind the same kind of release and relaxation without falling into a loop of automatic behaviors. Another important step is reducing excessive pornography consumption. Since porn often exaggerates and overstimulates sexual expectations, taking a break from it, or at least limiting exposure, can help your brain reset and regain sensitivity to real-life intimacy. Many men who do a dopamine reset by quitting porn for a few weeks report stronger arousal, deeper emotional connection, and a return to natural pleasure responses. And of course, focusing on real-life connection and intimacy is one of the best ways to bring balance back to your sexual health. Whether you are in a relationship or single, exploring touch, sensuality, and presence without the need for instant gratification can help retrain your body and mind to experience arousal in a more natural, fulfilling way. But let's be clear, this is not about shame or guilt. Masturbation is not bad. It is not something to fear or suppress. The goal is not to eliminate it entirely, but to create a relationship with it that feels healthy, conscious, and enjoyable. So, my love, if you've ever wondered whether your habits are enhancing or limiting your life, take a moment to reflect. Are you using masturbation as a way to connect with yourself, or has it become an automatic escape? Are you in control, or is the habit controlling you? The answers to these questions will guide you toward the balance that feels right for you. I hope this conversation has given you insight, reassurance, and perhaps even a sense of clarity. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Have you ever struggled with finding a balance in your habits? What has helped you feel more in control and connected to your body? I love hearing your stories, and every time we talk about these topics, we create space for more understanding, more confidence, and more self-awareness. Sending you all my warmth, and until next time, embrace your desires, stay conscious of your habits, and always remember that pleasure should be a choice, not a compulsion. A soft kiss, and I'll see you soon.